pretty girl. She lives out like a fool, with rosy cheeks and pearly teeth, and lovely dark brown hair. Her waist is oh so slender, her old food too much nudity. And of all the ways I ever did aloha, sweet Mariah, sweet
world that are living in an environment that is acidified, are the parents trying to confer some sort of adaptive potential, or are they changing the way their DNA is being combined to make a larvae that is more resilient to the stress that it's receiving? So if you guys want, maybe like groups of 3 or 4, you can come up right here and you can just look in the tanks. Don't touch anything, the experiment is actually ongoing. Or epigenetic effects, which is, again, measuring those changes in this genetic coding based on the exposure of the parent. And so that's kind of what we're doing. So you guys can kind of look over here and just take a quick glance at them. You can notice it's very, very different.
So can anyone tell me what this is the skeleton of? You can use the cheat words.
Mushroom coral?
Mushroom coral, right. And can anyone find it? Yep, that's mushroom coral right there. Well, that one over there doesn't work really because that one's like really old and he's used to people, so he defies the law. So inside the tubes are the worms. The things that you see outside are just its little appendages that it uses for feeding and protection. So when something swims by and it feels threatened, that's when it sucks in because it doesn't want to get hurt. And it also will catch food on its little things that hold it. Yeah, definitely touch them. Okay, next we'll talk about our sea cucumbers. We have 3 different types. You did that to me. So, no, they don't die. They can suck it all back in.
No, it's just not like
where they can actually feed, and they also get extra nutrients from the sun, from the photosynthetic algae.
So I have some different sand from different types of beaches I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about beach erosion.
I'm from Irving. I grew up in Irving, Texas. You know, yeah, there you go. You know, you hear someone say, when I grow up, I want to be a marine biologist. But do you have any idea that marine biology is very, very specific? Like, I'm a coral biologist. I'm not really I mean, you ask me about whales, I'll be like, yeah, they eat fish and plankton and stuff, and they're real big. You know, but I don't know anything about whales. You know, so at that point, I was like, I just want to be a marine biologist. And so I came out here, and this program kind of awakened in me, my love for botany, which I didn't know I even had. But all those years of, you know, like maybe with your mom or your grandmother, you know, planting something, or just, you know, maybe they had a garden and you were always enjoyed kind of just playing in the dirt, you know, but you never really understood anything about plants. Well, after this class, I understood a lot about plants, and I realized I really like plants. And then old Kubitschek here, you know, his class was the most interesting class I had probably at North Lake College, because you would sit in this class, and I remember him telling me stories about, you know, how do you find the best rock formations? Well, you find them behind a brewery, you know, and and he's like, yeah, you're talking about trips up to Golden, Colorado, and all these great stories. But it was interesting, you know, when you felt like, oh my God, this class is about rocks, all of a sudden he would tell you something practical about fertilizer. And, you know, I still remember, you know, about the NPK count on my tomato bags, you know, thanks for Kubitschek. But all these classes, and coming to Hawaii, you're surrounded by ocean, you're surrounded by mountains, lava, young islands, and then you have all these beautiful plants. And so being here at the Hawaiian Field Studies, that was really the flashpoint for me. It told me that there's so much out there in science that I have just scratched the surface. I want to learn more about it. I want to spend the next 4 years learning more, 8 years or whatever. And at that point, I just went back to Texas, and I was set. I really want to do this. Once I did that, I had a skill set now that was broad. I had research publications in botanical and mycorrhizal journals, and ecology journals, not the Journal of Ecology, I wish. You guys get that joke. But the research experience that I had propelled me so that I could get to Hawaii. Because I came here in 2005, and I spent the last 9 years figuring out a plan, scheming and hustling to figure out how I can get back here, not to work at the Outrigger Hotel, not to work at the Waikiki Aquarium, but to be a research biologist working at the research institution for the university on the island. So all of those dominoes lined up, but it wasn't like any one of those was an easy step. You know, and I don't know for sure if I'll end up getting a professorship when this is done, or I'll end up working at NOAA, which is just down the way at Ford Island at Pearl Harbor. But I know that I want to keep doing work with marine biology. I want to keep asking questions, the same questions that I was asking when I was just that punk kid with a mohawk playing in a hardcore punk band in Matt Dempsey's biology class. But those are all the things. It's a sense of curiosity, and it's really just not giving up on your dream. One piece of curiosity, or one piece of advice that Matt gave me in 2002 or whatever it was, he said, because I was talking to him about how I really love biology, but my dad says it's a failing field. You'll never get famous, I'll never have a job, I'll never have any money. And that might all be true. I might not have any of those things. And but I can tell you this, I've become really effective at working at below the poverty level, and I live in a great place. But what Matt told me was that if you are happy, the money will come. If you do what you love, then that's what life is about. It's not about having a good bank account. It's not about having a 401k that's bigger than someone else's. It's about enjoying time outside with your friends and family and just living life. And that's exactly what I said to myself. Every time I was like, I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnels working on the computer too much. It's like, well, at least I can go surfing for 5 hours if I want tomorrow. You know, and
I'm gonna pull that down.
That one looks dirty. I want it.
Here, I'm gonna do this. Hey, Kevin. Come on, Kevin.
He wants that miss.
You're a liability. Get down. Get down. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Didn't she say I'm a liability? No. Hey, look at this. Hey, DJ, look. Ready? Pull up.
Let's make a swing.
Here.
That's the next one.
The skin's a little sour, but it's like a plum.
It's not a
Get down to your knees and then tall people in the back.
It's a video.
Woo! Hey!
Alright. Hey, where are you guys?
Hawaii!
Yeah, buddy.
That's where we are. Okay, wait. Kelsey, get her photo. Lauren, get in. Okay. Stop taking photos. Come on. Lisa, come on. Oh, God. Drop it low.
Way faster, look.
Okay, dude. Alright, everyone do the shaka. Shaka. And that's not alright.
is it like this?
Take the picture. Go. Do a shaka sign. This is video,
Y'all can
right?
get in the picture, Phil.
Yeah. Oh! Dempsey has to take it. Dempsey has to take it.
I have to take it.
Yes.
Hello. Hey.
Hi there. Hi. We're here.
Hey.
Hey. Hi.
Acid, yes. And the sulfuric acid, very strong sulfuric acid, if you put it on this rock, what will it do to it?
Imagine I can burn it down and dissolve it.
It's going to start weathering it, and when you look at it,
So ohi, the gathering, and when you think about the tree, Ohia is one of our pioneer species, our early succession species. So out in the lava flow, when it comes out, Ohia has these really tiny thread-like seeds that get dispersed in the wind. You know, the seeds travel over the lava field, the tree starts to grow, all of the leaves drop down and create that nice foundation for other things to come in and grow. And so we call it Ohia because it gathers other things around it. And so by creating the foundation of leaves and, you know, decomposing and turning it to soil, it also has these beautiful flowers. You know, the reds, we have yellow, we have orange, pink. I've even heard of green and white. But anyway, these flowers attract the birds. And so the birds come, drink nectar, disperse seeds, and then, you know, that whole process of the forest starting to spread out happens. And so the tree is known as Ohia, the gathering tree that gathers other things to grow around it. Right out of the hole, so it's not too far away. You don't lose a bunch of it in the grass. But make sure you get that hole nice and deep, maybe about a foot down or so. That was around, just so the soil stays nice and moist. And we don't want no weed seeds to grow up right around your plant. And then what we say is Eola oi, Eola mako ne. Basically that means command you to live so that we can live. Eola oi, Eola mako ne. Eola oi. Ola means life. Eola e, before you say something, when you say Eola, you're commanding it to live. So Eola oi, you is oi. Eola oi, Eola mako ne. Mako ne is all of us here, exclusive of the plant. Yeah. So Eola oi, Eola mako ne. So everybody want to try Eola oi? Eola mako ne. So you live so that we can live, and the idea is that, you know, we depend on these plants just as much as it depended on us to put it in the ground. So basically that's it.
Still roots? Why do you think it's not all roots?
So much of my dirt's falling back in, but it'll work.
Ecology. It's just great to see how it actually works in the field.
Yeah, you know, everybody thinks that fires is a natural part of the forest, but in Hawaii it isn't. You know, it really sets the forest back because of how slow growing all the trees are.
Please take a picture, I'm smiling.
So like when the fire burns through, it's not a natural part of the Hawaiian ecosystem because it sets the trees back so much and they're so slow growing that invasive, you know, seeds blow in, take over really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So the fire really, it's not a good thing.
Here's a piece of the bark of it that we pulled up. You can see. So we're going to move over and then get a better place to put it. Be a better home, you think?
I think so.
I'll pull the grass back and you go for it.
Okay, please watch your fingers.
I will. Yeah, I'm quite fond of those fingers. I think
I would like for you to have all 10 when you leave.
Am I on video or camera? We're working.
I'm like funding community. If that were currency, I would be rich.
Okay, we command you to grow. We put out in the best place we could find. You've got good sunlight and nice shade from your friend tree here. And we've given you some grass to shade your roots. And so now we want to see you grow. And the Lord bless you. How about that?
How about it?
He's going to go good.
I think so. This is going to be the best of the lot.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know, the chiggers and pigs that's the first tree I've ever planted. I think so. I don't think there's any chiggers and pigs here. Just the lack of... What?
known as Peru. Is that water? Yeah.
This is harder than what I thought.
Is there a lot of it?
No, it makes me think about life.
It's a rainwater too from the volcano.
Oh, life might be difficult to get planted, but once you're there, it's definitely going to grow.
Woo! You know, although we did plant a tree today, that's not all we did. You know, we provided habitat for the next generation of species. We provided a forest for people and students to come to be able to feel like what it is to be in a Hawaiian forest. Because it's hard to be in a total Hawaiian forest nowadays with all of the introductions that we have. So, you know, even though you may not be Hawaiian, I think part of being Hawaiian is being in a Hawaiian environment. And so, you know, by creating this kipuka, like how we're talking about, we're creating that environment for future kids to get to come and experience. So mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much. We'll just wait for those guys to finish and then we can head on out.
Hey.
Oh, hi!
Long and prosper. No plans.
Oh
my God.
Hey, Mom. My hug that I'm seriously. Kua I kana hele hele I alai ia eke ki ohu e kaua koko. E nā kino malu I kalani malu e ho e ho o lu mai ana o laka I kona maukau. O mākou no ai.
Alright, so on the count of three, ARF, okay? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, ARF!
The question was, how can you tell that it moved? So you're traveling along like this, and all of a sudden it goes,
Are you videoing this? Because that'd be boring. Does anybody know what this is? Plant. It's not a rock, so plant is a great answer. Sedges have edges. I want you guys to pass this back. And I want you to all feel the stem.
Oh, it's a triangle.
The stem is made up of a triangle. Sedges have edges, so feel it. Twirl it in your hands. Phylum?
Bryophyta.
Bryophyta. This is one of the bryophytes. And it's actually in phylum Bryophyta, so it's very convenient. This is your sphagnum moss. Now, truth be told, is it really sphagnum? I don't know. They're even debating over whether or not sphagnum is sphagnum.
What is that?
We just looked at an anthophyta, right? Or avocado. Have we seen any gymnosperms yet?
No.
No. Now the claim to fame with sphagnum moss is it holds water.
Whoa.
That was
Oh.
a lot.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And you can look at the soil underneath.
That's so. Oh my gosh. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's like a sponge.
It's a land sponge.
But I want you to, because somebody asked me the question, well, how long is this lava tube? I don't know. And I've been through it 30 times. So let's see if we can come up with how many yards long it is. Any questions on this? What do you need? You need a lava flow, you need cooling, and you need it to then empty. Right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Bing, bing, bing.
Now, what are we looking for?
We're looking for Pele's tears.
Yeah, I got a couple really good ones.
They're small tear-shaped blobs of lava.
Just so I know what they look like. Oh, because they look like tears. I could say something funny. They look like rabbit pellets.
I love vanilla. It's going fast, glass.
Some unsavory character.
All right, you want to see some Pele's hair? Come right here. That's loaded.
That's kind of a smaller sample, but I can't take this
Dr. Kubitschek, is this it?
See that, all that dull looking stuff?
Is this it over here?
Oh, there's a bunch of it over here then.
Yeah, that's it.
Nourished, hydrated, smiling, rise and shine. It's field studies time at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Having fun, Kevin?
I am.
When you get done, will you come help me?
Oh, scoot, get close to the, get on the T-post.
Let's, let's ride it over.
Album cover material.
Did you show them mine?
We're not supposed to be talking.
Oh, really? Yes. Oh, that's the truth. These people are really quiet.
Yeah, it is really quiet. I do want you to be quiet. Several years ago, I was struggling with a few things of my own personal nature, and so was one of the students at that very same time, and she was from Trinity High School. Funny enough, she's a biology teacher now, but she was from Trinity High School, and she had asked, she goes, "This place is so beautiful, this place is so ridiculously awesome. Could we just pause for a moment of silence and sort of reflect?" And I thought that was really advanced coming from an 18-year-old. And ever since then, every time we make it into this part of the forest, I like to pause for a moment of silence, and I want you to do a couple of things. I want you to think about all of your loved ones back home that made this trip possible for you. All of the sacrifices that loved ones had to make to put you in this place. This is probably what they were thinking of. Having very special moments like this in a forest. Getting to do things that nobody else does. Obviously not a marked spot on the road, so you're with people who know. I also want you to think about everything that you've sacrificed up into this time. Study time, vacation time, finances, and from the looks of some of you, sleep. But you guys have also made a very good personal sacrifice and investment. And I really think this is fitting for two reasons. Number one, this is the last field studies activity that you're doing on this island. We move on tomorrow to Kauai. So it's a kind of a nice wrap up, and I want you to reflect about all the things you learned from the passion and drive of Punawai as he took us through that Imaloa and he charged you guys, and it was like, wow, we're not in Oahu anymore, and this guy really cares about things. And then, wow, exclamation point when Iwi Kauikaua just did what he does best. Think of Inola Oi, Inola Makone. Think of your tree. Say goodbye to your tree. I will say hi to it next year for you. And if you have younger brothers or sisters, send them along. But say goodbye to your tree. Say goodbye to Hawaii. The last thing is sort of recharge yourself and realize that in about 7 days and 5 hours, we'll be leaving these islands. You have one more island to go to, Kauai, and so also celebrate and look ahead to the wonderful things that are to come to you. But put something in your heart that you take with you. And the one thing that I know that I did my own personal self when I sat there with Rhiannon and we had this moment and it was reflective and wonderful, is I put something in my heart, a goal, to get over what it was that I was going through. And every time it got hard, every time I struggled to make that happen, and I thought, oh, I gotta quit, this isn't working, I'm not getting over this, I thought about this place, and it kind of refueled me. I thought about it long and hard, and so I want you to imprint that goal, what you're going for, where you're going. Put that in your heart. Put the sounds and the smells of this place alongside it, so you know you can come back here, remember where it was that you made your personal commitment to whatever goal that is or whatever bummer you need to go over. And that way you have a place to relate your commitment to. Okay? So we'll go ahead and pause for a nice moment, long moment of silence. Make sure all your cell phones are off, no clickies of the shutters, and we want to keep all the critters alive. And the way that you keep all the critters alive is you don't leave a bucket out on a hot rock. Change your water out frequently. Now, not only do we want to bring the critters back alive, but we want all y'all to come back alive as well too. If you feel confident in catching the octopus, that's fine. More than likely or not, it's going to find its way into a little hole and you won't be able to get it out. I can get it out. Last year it was kind of cute and also made me feel kind of horrible, but I got called over for an octopus and it was just a black brittle star. Make sure that it's an octopus. It's funny, if you don't get that joke, you are part of the joke then. The technique to finding stuff is most everything's going to be under rocks at this point in time. So you'll gently tip over a rock, and what really works well is if you have somebody with their mask and snorkel on looking underneath that rock to see if anything darts out or anything crawls around, and then you scoop it up and put it into the bucket. Again, changing out the water frequently. Think you need, and then what we'll do is when it's time, this is our classroom. This is our classroom, and you guys are going to get to categorize everything by buckets, and then me and Professor Doggett will talk about each one of the critters that you guys pulled out of the ocean. So if somebody does get an octopus, then we will kind of pause class and we'll deal with the octopus as we get it.
See, that was something.
All right, what is the big rock-looking thing? All right, good. So, phylum. Class.
Oh, commensal crab?
Commensal crab.
Sweet.
There are 2 of them.
Now, I'll tell you right now, you guys might be excited about the octopus, but this is big money right here. Look at this commensal crab.
I see him.
Phylum. Whoa. Yeah, phylum arthropoda. Now, what is a commensalistic relationship?
If y'all can get a picture of these, get a picture of them.
+0. Do you think that sea cucumber cares for 1 second that those crabs are on there? No.
Anybody don't care.
So that's good. He don't care. This is a nudibranch. Look at this nudibranch. I just love saying nudibranch.
All right,
here's the plan.
Everybody listen up.
Hey, let's have the plan.
Look at his mouth. I know.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna load up. I need y'all to make sure we bring all the buckets up. Get all your. Okay. Right here.
Place to hold on.
Love it.
I've never played this first time in Hawaii. But it wasn't worth
It was long, but it was fun.
I think I would have survived.
I don't know. It was fun for a lot of us. We did it. I could
tell when it was like a little treacherous because
I'm sure I would.
stopped playing.
And so, like I was saying, there's 2 worldviews in conservation. One is that humans are intrinsically bad for ecosystems, and one is that humans are a part of ecosystems and there's a way to manage it so that both can benefit. So there's a lot of people in the world who think that anytime a human community interacts with nature, nature is depleted in some way for humans' benefit, and there's no other way to look at it. But there's examples all over the world of humans interacting with nature such that nature is enhanced and the human community benefits because of a certain strategy and management. And so we'll talk about one of those ways that was practiced in Hawaii is the system of flooded field agriculture for growing taro. So you see all these terraces over here? So we've only restored the corners of a few of them.
Are we going up or in?
Up and in.
When they restore the native grasses, back come the native birds, but more importantly, back comes the water. And you know that that's a huge issue for us in Texas. So this is not an abstract concept that we can't bring home with us and help improve our own way of life. The other thing is we've actually had alumni from this program come back here and do internships in these gardens. So if this kind of work and these people are inspiring you, it might be something to look for, and it's a great thing to put on a resume to build your college career.
Sure can, man.
You ready for more?
No.
The most important thing on this trail is their own safety. Second most important is safety of the plant. Whose knife was I borrowing? Mine?
Kevin's
okay.
So that's like our offering, asking for the knowledge of the forest, looking for the wisdom that's within that, asking to be invited to come in.
We'll see. What is this? That's like, it's pretty easy. Or we can do the pizza. That's easy. I'm thinking tonight we should probably just do the pizza so we can all just shower and eat pizza.
How far did you fall down?
And we can cut the pineapple and put pineapple on it and study. That'd be good if we just did pizza, showers, and study.
I think that's what it is.
And on.
I'm going blind.
You guys can just like
Yeah.
I don't like keep all that soil around it because that's full of fertilizer.
Malama yo mama.
Look at
Peer pressure, do it. Go, Chris. All the clip kids are doing it.
What's today? No, wait, what date is today?
The 25th.
Worm Day!
That is the most organic thing I've ever seen.
Hey, 5 words for Chris to eat. I need more!
No. Worms are a very important part of
I got
the
2,
soil
3.
profiles here. And with that,
No, I think cake before and after.
Oh, that's good. Oh, this looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is this really happening right now? Are you messing with her?
No, like push it. All right, now to your bottom hand, like underneath it. Yeah. Ready?
Make sure that you've got plenty of sunscreen on. Make sure that you're respectful of one another. And then by all means, when you turn over a rock, return that rock to its correct orientation so everything that was on the bottom can once again live. Y'all have any questions? Okay, again, be safe, be safe, be safe.
Think you'll fit in this?
already got this. See the sponge? Look how good that sponge is. Chitin. It's a chitin. Can you get it, Holly?
Here, Holly, get the small one.
Yeah. Okay.
What the heck is that?
That's a chitin, Polyplacophora. No.
A fish. This is the closest I'm gonna get to fishing, bro.
Rockfish.
It's a rockfish. It looks like a rock. Bash.
Do they swim fast?
I bet. I would too,
Who found him?
honestly.
Dempsey.
It's gonna bite y'all.
No, he doesn't
It looks
seem to.
like a snake, essentially.
Yeah. But it's a
He's pissed now. You see that? You see him bite in the air?
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Yes.
There goes Danny.
Got it.
You want to drop it in here when you're done?
Yeah, we'll throw him in with the rest of the hermit crab.
His fellow crustacea.
Basically a sea slug that looks like it got chopped off with a machete. Now if you make him mad, he too will ink. It's kind of a mucusy ink.
I got a small one.
It looks tasty.
Oh, wow.
Is that rocking or what? Set? We said let him go?
Yeah.
Let him go. Wait, hold on. Spread out. That's fine, take your time. This is your time. Enjoy.
Thank you.
My battery's gonna die. Can y'all scoot back? Okay, can y'all scoot forward?
Okay, can I release him now?
Yeah.
Bye,
He doesn't want to go.
He will. He will.
He's pretty dumb.
He does not like me.
Right?
So he's gonna stay for the lesson, obviously.
Do this barefoot, Alex?
Boy, you know, you really can get there from here.
Can't predict.
Oh!
No, thank you.
It seems so familiar.
Claire, be careful. There's a big old hole.
Marisol, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Badia, how are you feeling?
Ready to get down and dirty.
But, you know.
Angel, you excited about this?
Yeah.
Chris, thoughts?
I feel quite lively.
Taylor, last request. Final words.
I love you, Mom.
I love my family and I like Hawaii.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
I guess I am excited.
Chio?
Not just like
Yeah, get back to me on that question while we're on the hike.
Out of shot, out of voice shot of the administrators.
Wait, I thought you were.
I just want to point you out about geographically where we're going and what we're doing. We're going to follow this ridge line along the outside, and then we're going to dive down into the valley via trail, not actually diving into the valley. And y'all see those conifers on the other side?
Yeah.
That's where we're going to end up.
Where?
The really
I
tall
thought you said you could. The really tall trees, the flat area.
What'd you do now? I scraped my hand.
These are my feet.
Feeties. Yeah.
My feet have gotten mud.
Okay, now why is it red now?
Iron oxide.
Oxidation. Okay, what is the name of that mineral? No, that's not.
How did it happen?
Told me a chemical
Going through that little
composition.
muddy part, just that one little strip, I tried to go around it being
See, when
smart.
Let's do
Well,
this for a moment.
yeah, it was
What
smarter.
is the
That's like the guy said, yeah, I saw a big bird. No.
Do fire-tailed marmots change color?
It's like I don't usually carry to work, but it's just every once in a while.
Alright, you gotta talk about safety. Guys, be careful right here, because you will slip.
You hear me, Mom? Yeah.
Well, I give you permission to just step aside and let me fall.
This is like a trust spot.
Here, just step down right there.
Oh,
Literally,
what?
you
You're
can just
gonna
step down
basically
into the
jump
pit.
to the next one. Do it.
Don't jump. Wow, you did it.
You did it. Nice.
Nice.
Why are you recording this?
Bigger than that?
Are you mind holding this? Just gonna point the flower again.
Right there.
Thanks. For the rest. A little bit. Don't want to hit pictures. Keep going. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Just hit these zero. I don't even care now.
Me. Survival of the fittest.
Thanks.
Hey, someone. Yeah, watch this.
Oh.
Watch what? Do it again. Watch it one more time. Watch.
Your water's right here.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, the sticky?
I got so excited to see that.
There you go.
Hey,
You got it.
hey, thanks.
Oh, that's cool.
War paint.
What?
You got war paint.
On my face?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's funny.
This hike, and I usually say this at the beginning, but I knew we were going to lose some people, so I didn't really want to say it, but this hike to me is the culmination and rite of passage to becoming an alumni of this program. This is, or used to be, one of the hardest things we ever did. Of course, I think this is probably a little easier than that planting hike we did the other day.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, I felt fairly confident. Look at how far you came. There's that big red outcropping.
Wow.
You see?
We were?
Yes, that's where you were.
That's almost 2 miles.
Can we just go that way?
No, you can't.
Wait, that's the very, very start or halfway point?
That's the very, very start.
So
That's
we went like a big U.
You went to Big U. I tried. Yeah, I explained that earlier.
For you?
Again, this is a rite of passage. When I posted it on social media today, I said, we're going on the hike. And everybody kind of knows exactly what you mean. So this is the hike. Congratulations for making it this far. Please be safe. Be safe on your, yes, give yourself a hand, that's right.
Okay, we need to get you in some of the video.
We get bonus for getting here all the way here without shoes.
Tori.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
bonus for
shoes.
for
Like
being
real
shoeless.
bonus.
No, not real bonus. Which direction do you stay at the cross?
Left.
Okay, so I will be the last person out. You guys can take your time. Feel free to commune with the plants. Enjoy the weather. Stay safe on the hills. Help each other out and just kind of have that same kuleana and teamwork that you guys used to have. All right.
Can we have your keys?
Ready, set, go. Yeah. All right. What I want to point out to you guys here is, first of all, we got a Selaginella situation here. So that's one of the non-vascular, non-seed producing plants. But that's actually a larbate hole. It's not really a smart idea, but you're getting pretty lucky with the critters.